So mental freedom is inextricably tied to choice theory psychology, which is the psychology of Dr. William Glasser. I learned and studied choice theory, first learned it in 1987, and I have been practicing it ever since. When I first learned it, I wasn't really all in because I was just getting started, and it was easy to understand, but not so easy to implement. So I wasn't sure if this was something that was really going to help people, because it seemed like almost impossible to achieve. But I worked hard at using it in my life. And as I did and put the time in and practiced, it got easier and easier until I realized that with mental freedom principles, there was something beyond choice theory that I could share with the world and help them actually integrate this kind of intellectual theory into a practical, usable, actionable way to improve the quality of a person's life. So choice theory and mental freedom are completely joined. Reality therapy is a little different. So reality therapy, also William Glasser's work based on choice theory, is a counseling method or a coaching method where we ask some Socratic questions of clients to help them self-evaluate whether their current behavior is moving them further away or closer toward the goals that they have for themselves. So it's very effective when you're thinking about, well, this is what I want and this is what I'm doing. If I keep doing what I'm doing, am I going to get to where I want to be? Mental freedom is different from that in that mental freedom is psychoeducational, meaning that we're not really counseling, we're not really coaching, but we're teaching. So in mental freedom, we teach the principles. Then we ask the participants where in their life do they see them using these principles. So you learn one principle at a time, and you look at each principle and what thoughts came to your mind during the learning session that you think this principle would apply to. And then you go ahead and you apply it, and you may find multiple ways to apply it. So it's a different approach. So for those of you who are listening to this video, I think counseling has a couple of ways of working. So when you go to counseling, a lot of times you're talking about your past and you're trying to understand the why. Why are you doing the things that you're doing? It's more about looking back and figuring out how you are, why you are, the way that you are. So that's counseling. A lot of times it's about feelings and emotions, and there may be some crying that goes on in counseling sessions. And then you come back again, because once you get those tears out and go back to living your life, next week or the week after there might be more tears that you need to process. So it's a process that keeps you coming back over and over and over again. Coaching is a much shorter term kind of application, and in coaching the idea is to help people accomplish their goals. So you're looking towards the future and you're trying to help people get what they want, and the main way of doing coaching is through asking questions. So the assumption is that the clients who have goals know how to get there. They just need a skilled questioner or coach to ask the right questions to help them uncover the things they need to know to be able to get to the place that they want to be. Mental freedom is like a whole separate category of psychoeducation. It's really about taking information people don't generally have. And this is information, I would say, even a lot of counselors and coaches don't have. So for mental freedom, you learn the principles and you teach them to people, and then you help people integrate them into their lives. So they get a DIY way of managing all the challenges that come up in their life, either from the past or the future or right now today. It's a principles for life. Hi, and welcome to Olver International. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Kim Olver, and I'd love to be your guide as you explore our site. At Olver International, I believe success happens when we find a better way and share it.